two more things I wanted to mention, and one is I'm very soon one of my gifts is that I'm a medical intuitive. I'm not fond of that term. It's not my favorite, but it's the best way to describe what I do in that genre. I channeled the phrase medical medium, and I really loved that. And I thought, yeah, that feels so much more accurate than intuitive, because I'm a medium between you and your health and the energies of everything and the universe and all universes everywhere. But I Googled it, and this guy already, he like trademarked and copyrighted and all of that stuff, the medical medium as his title, and only him. So I'm like, so it's not my title, it's what I am. But I don't want to infringe or get in trouble, by like posting that all over social media. So I'm not doing it. But I am a medical intuitive. And the two other medical intuitives, well, there's three actually. One, I can't remember her name. There was Louise Hay, and she was incredible. She channeled all of the emotional causes for physical ailments and symptoms. And there's Daniel Condren, who wrote a book called Permanent Healing, which it was really similar, but he channeled in his own way emotional imbalances that went along with physical ailments. And there's like this huge chart in the book. I didn't even read the rest of the book. This was years ago. But I would go, like if I experienced a physical ailment, I would go and match it up to, what is the emotional imbalance that needs healing? And then I would really focus on healing that emotional imbalance. It was life-changing, amazing. And over time, I started to realize, and when I was doing my shamanic healing sessions and for myself, for my clients, that I could see the soul-based and energetic causes, not just emotional or mental, soul-based and energetic causes that eventually lead to physical symptoms. And I realized that I work on the levels of soul, energy, emotions, mind, and body. Because, first of all, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for soul. So I'm a soul alchemist, always transmuting the unhelpful to be helpful, heavy to light, blocks and burdens to, flowing energy and love. I'm a soul alchemist. But because we have souls and we are here, then we also have to deal with the energetics, right? The energy of a thing. And, and because if something is imbalanced on a soul level or an energetic level, and we don't address it on those levels, they do eventually become an emotional imbalance, which leads to, a mental block or imbalance, which then finally burgeons. I don't know if that's the right word, but leads into physical ailment, and when it's not stopped at that point, it can become chronic. And if it's not stopped at that point, it can become disease, right? So having realized all this at a certain point on my own inner energy healing journey, and realizing how much of the soul and energetic imbalances are caused by holding on to things that aren't ours. In other words, holding on to other people's energy or emotional baggage or soul wounding, whether from this lifetime or any past lifetimes. So I started to heal that in myself and started to let go of, any and all energies and blocks and baggage that I'd ever been holding on to for anyone besides myself. In other words, and what I always say now is I let go of anything and everyone that isn't mine, was never mine to begin with. I let go of it all. I let go of everything that is not my truth and my true self. Okay. So anyway, so all of that goes into my medical intuitive work. If you are already in a state of chronic ailment kind of oriented health issues, we work together, look at those, and then I work backwards with you and say, okay, so what caused this, and then what caused that, and then what caused that, and we get to the actual root core, main root cause of what ended up being the physical symptom, the physical ailment, the chronic health issue, that kind of thing. So coming up soon, and if anyone's interested, because I'm only going to have 4 spots open, I am going to be introducing